everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Plumbing the Death Star, where we ask the important questions like, how would you use going backwards better than Tenet? So,
Okay.
spoilers for
Great.
Tenet.
Extra N.
Still a palindrome if there's two N's in the middle, my good friend.
That would be Tenet. That's not what you said.
Tenet.
Tenet. Okay, yeah. So in the
Yeah.
movie Tenet, they go back in time and forward in time and stop the world from blowing up.
Joel Zimmer, look, it's very simple. There's an algorithm.
Yep.
There's a physical manifestation of an algorithm. And if that algorithm is activated, the entire world goes Tenet. And unfortunately, when the entire world goes Tenet, it's like waves crashing on a beach.
Yeah.
A thing that I think the movie told me, or I just made up as an analogy. And unfortunately, that will just cause the world to explode. And the future listens to the grandfather paradox, which they've decided the answer is that you can kill your own grandfather and still exist. Yeah. Anyway, any questions? No? All right, we're continuing.
I refuse. Anyway, it's very simple. Best way to use that. Fuck this nonsense of going back in time and say, whatever. I'm going to go in one of them Tenet machines, right?
Yeah.
So it's like
Turnstile.
the turnstile, Tenet turnstile. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to get a very good sandwich that I love. And I'm just going to keep re-eating and uneating that bad boy for a while. And I reckon that would be my best use of going back. Well,
if you take the sandwich with you, yes, because then it becomes a reverso sandwich.
Yeah.
Jackson, you spent this entire introduction saying you can't wait to call it reverso, and I said reverso first. Get fucked.
So yeah, I'm just
if you're eating a reverso sandwich, are you not vomiting up a sandwich?
Well, then I'd take it out, but then I'd eat it up again because I'd go back to the turnstile.
So you get in the turnstile, eat the sandwich,
yeah,
go back out the turnstile, vomit up the sandwich.
Go back in it to eat. Yeah. Can I infinite loop this sandwich?
Yeah, you can. You just need to use, to quote the movie, instincts.
Yes. Or do I need two Tenet machines?
No.
No, I think the Tenet machines are like, if you go in one way, if you're going backwards and you go in one, if you're a reverso, you become a forwardo again.
Yeah. So you'll be a forwardo.
I'm always becoming a forwardo. It's just everyone else around me thinks I'm a reverso.
No. Okay, so if you go into the Tenet turnstile, we're getting dangerously close to having to remember and explain Tenet. If you go into a Tenet turnstile, if you actually, so let's say right now, so we're all living in a forward world.
Yeah,
and we're like, all right, we're gonna reverso plumbing the Death Star. We all walk into the thing. We then walk out of the turnstile backwards, but the world's still going forwards. No. Sorry, we're going forward still, but it's backwards. Oh no, this does.
See, that's what I'm saying. You're going forwards, but everyone else is so for me. So for example, if we're that
you haven't already eaten the sandwich. That's not how it works.
Oh no, you have eaten the sandwich, but it stays et because you're reversing and the sandwich is staying.
You need a sandwich on either side.
Yeah, I need a sandwich on either side so that I have a delicious sandwich that I can come back to.
You need a sandwich that has backward entropy so you can reverso the sandwich into your mouth. You need to look at the sandwich and they're like, you have to just know how do I eat the sandwich? And they're like,
gotta know.
I've already eaten
instinct.
Instinct, baby. So I'm just thinking, all right, so you got that that piece of glass in the middle. There's you on one side, and there's me on the other side, uneating a sandwich. And I come up and I'm like, I'm uneating a sandwich. What the fuck? I go into the turnstile, I come out, I eat a sandwich, and I'm like, good. Then I guess I see myself in the other side, eating a sandwich, so I'm like, I guess I must have ate a sandwich.
And then you throw up a sandwich. Right?
I go through the other side, and then it become
forwardo,
and then I eat a sandwich.
World.
I guess all I've done is eat two sandwiches, right?
That is a good use of it, though.
No.
To eat two separate sandwiches.
You're just eating two sandwiches.
I just remembered that the movie makes a really, really, really big point about the fact you shouldn't touch yourself. If you're a reversoed boy and you see yourself as a forward boy, you shouldn't touch each other.
Yeah.
But they legitimately punch on with each other to no consequences.
No, it's just skin on skin contact for reasons that are unclear.
You can't make out with yourself, but if you make out with yourself with through a bit of cling film, you're okay.
Yeah.
But if you make out with yourself,
use
one
a
tongue's
dental
going
dam, it's all
backwards, one's going forwards. That's going to be confusing.
Yeah.
And then if
But
you get
no,
sucked
it
off,
wouldn't
you're actually
be-
getting sucked on.
No, it wouldn't be that confusing because it's all instinct. So it
Yeah.
just happens.
The
You
tongue
just have to have already tongued
done it.
their mouth hole, and you will reverso tongue their mouth hole.
It's very
I reckon
similar.
we could get Zamet an infinite sandwich.
Yeah,
I think we can
somehow.
do it. We just need. I feel like I need to draw a diagram
Yeah.
of how this is
So,
working.
so Zamet is going forward because you have to start going forward in time because that's unfortunately just the way
All
that
right,
Al.
I am dressed in currently blue. Okay.
Okay, so
I am a blue
Jackson's
boy.
just-
Jackson has a cracked open.
A whiteboard on the Zoom call. I'm gonna
he's-
figure this out.
Okay,
Okay.
you've
Cracked
drawn.
open. I don't know.
This is Zamet.
Photoshop or whatever.
This is
Okay.
Zamet. Backwards Z and all.
You've just drawn us. Okay,
No,
so
I'm a full. Okay, I'm blue. I'm a
Forward Zamet,
forward
that's right.
Zamet. All right.
Yeah.
There is that glass in the middle that I can see myself
Yep.
in
Uh-huh.
red. So yeah, there's a red me on the other side, uneating a sandwich. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So then I have to go through the turnstile. Yeah. So I go from blue to red.
Okay. Well, it's just a line
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
So,
So I
that's
go
fine.
from the blue side to the red side, and there's a delicious sandwich there. No. Yeah. Yes. There's a delicious sandwich there that I have to uneat.
Okay. So
Okay.
you uneat it in the red because this is reverso.
Yeah,
So-
I uneat the
Uh-huh.
sandwich. Okay, so we've got an uneaten sandwich. I then assume.
okay, I know I don't want to interrupt too much, but I
Yeah.
think if you're watching yourself eat a sandwich, that means that you would have to have the sandwich because it's the same room, isn't it? But one's just reversed.
Yeah,
No,
this is a
it's just-
reverso room and this is a
Oh, no.
forward over
There's
room.
a glass in the
'cause
middle.
But the
Yeah.
glass. Sorry, I got confused for a second. I forgot that the room is one big room. It's not like a mirror image of itself. It's just
No.
like one room. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got real
Okay.
scared for a second because I was going to do a sandwich on both sides, but no, you're not.
But I might want a sandwich on both sides because
Then you might get
actually,
to eat
well,
two
no.
sandwiches.
How many sandwiches will this need?
It should only need one.
Well, the
No.
thing is, wait, no, yes. Okay, so what we got to do is so red me has to eat the uneat the sandwich, so it's got a perfectly good sandwich there, okay? And then I go back to the turnstile, but in the same in the same time that I'm going back in time, I need another person. I need someone to help me. Someone,
Oh my god, how?
someone like
Okay.
goes to the other room, but not through the turnstile, just through the garage door. Grabs my previously uneaten or the unate sandwich, moves it into the blue room, and then I eat that sandwich. So therefore, I get to eat the sandwich twice? Or do
Okay,
I
so
just
hang on.
eat it once and uneat it? No, I ate it in reverse time for me. So I
New
would eat the
person.
sandwich twice. I ate the sandwich twice. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, but I don't think that loops though. Like
No
that's
So it
definitely
doesn't
not.
loop, but I
just
do
eat
get
this-
to eat. No, it's okay. All right, new goal because I don't know if I can loop this, but I can definitely eat the same sandwich twice, at least from my perspective.
I stopped looking at Jackson's diagram for a second, and now it is just.
Okay, so it's
Looks
very
like
simple.
a tennis court that you've drawn plays on, but you just keep writing sandwich with two H's. Sandwich.
Sandwich. Sandwich. Okay, so it's very simple. I don't know if I can perpetually eat a sandwich, but I can definitely eat the same sandwich twice. So all I got to do is have so I start off in forwardo time, go reverso. As I'm a reverse boy from the outside world, I am uneating a sandwich, but from my perspective, I am
You're eating a
eating the sandwich.
Okay,
Then
yes.
I've unate the sandwich. The unate sandwich is now in that red room. I then go around through the turnstile Tenet machine, and then I then simply walk out myself, go through the garage door, grab the sandwich that I've previously ate but unate, and then edit, and I've eaten the sandwich twice.
No, hang on. No, because times.
Oh wait, have I reverse polarity entropied the sandwich?
Yeah, the sandwich is a backwards sandwich.
So what happens when I try and eat
you'd-
the sandwich when I'm a
You'd
forwardo?
uneat it. You'd somehow uneat the sandwich.
But I've already unate the sandwich.
Your sandwich, if it's
It's a backwards sandwich.
But the sandwich is whole.
I guess it would shoot into your mouth.
Yeah, the bullets
Death
are
by
holes.
sandwich. That's
No, but
crazy.
the bullets are holes. But
So
the
you
bullets
eat
are moving forwards for the
You get an
fellas that are
entropy-
going reverso. So if the sandwich is no, because what?
Okay, wait,
Because
hang on.
also-
but if you get
also-
a backwards sandwich from reverso, you reverse entropy a sandwich
Yeah,
in backwards land.
yeah, which means that
Then
the sandwich.
Someone takes reverso sandwich to forwardo land. It's a backward entropied sandwich. You uneat the sandwich.
No, because isn't the thing with
Backwards
Sandwich.
now you spelled
Question
sandwich
mark,
with an
question
M.
mark. Because surely, all right. So yeah, because if I go forward, go through the Tenet machine, so I'm now a backwards boy, and
Yeah.
I've already seen myself uneat a sandwich. I'm like, aha, a sandwich in my future. And as I'm backwardsly eating my sandwich, I look over and I see myself also eating a sandwich. So I'm like, I must have gone forward in time. So I go instantly after I finish uneating my sandwich, go forward in time, like back to the Tenet. Yeah. So what has happened to that sandwich, the one that I've unate? Can I eat that normally, or do I need to be in backwards time?
So-
Is it a reverso sandwich?
Yeah, because I think a reverso sandwich, because like a bullet.
But I haven't taken the
don't think
sandwich.
there's such-
Wait, no, I haven't taken the sandwich through the machine. So it isn't a reverso sandwich, right?
No, because if it's just a normal sandwich, but if you go back, I
I
think
thought,
if you
I
okay,
thought
so
the gun, the bullets that go that have been charged with entropy backwards, that they had to have gone through the Tenet machine.
I think
If
they
I
just
took
needed
them,
to
if
be-
I took the hoagie through the Tenet machine, yeah, but I didn't. I went around the garage. I went through the front door. I
Zamet-
went through
Yeah.
the front door.
Zamet, I think if you are going backwards, so you're having one of these ones.
Yeah, like whoop,
Yeah.
whoop, whoop,
Yeah.
whoop.
Whoop,
Yeah.
I'm walking
Moon
backwards.
walking around. Yeah.
And then you pick up a sandwich that is traveling forwards and then eat it. I think that does reverse entropy it straight off the bat. So then I think, see, I just don't know what's going to happen because I know that, okay, you can, if you have you place a sandwich in the forward time and then you hit it up when you're going reverso.
Yes.
So then you can eat the sandwich like normal. The same way that when you fire bullets and you're reverso,
They get sucked
like,
up.
yeah, but like when you're reverso and you're shooting bullets, the bullets look like they're going normal. But then it's
Yeah.
when people are watching you go reverso, then you're sucking the bullets back in. And for
Yeah.
some reason, getting hit by a reverse bullet is the worst thing that can happen. You thought
Yeah.
being shot with a normal bullet's bad. Why did you get
Somehow
shot with a
this is
reverse
worse.
bullet?
But
But
you just got to be.
it only happens to
reversed for
one
a bit.
person in the movie, and they're fine. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really don't understand.
No, because
Don't
you
know
got to
why
be
it's such a-
reversed for a bit. No, it happens to old mate as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Who?
No.
Happens to the lady, and she's got to be
No,
reverso
it happens to
to
Robert
heal up.
Patterson. He's gets shot in the head by a reverse bullet.
Yeah, but I feel like getting shot in the head with a forwardo bullet also is.
Yeah,
No
it's
worse, no better or worse.
Yeah, like how do you even quantify that? Is that like comparing a 10 to a 10.5? Like,
I
look,
think
both
my
are going to
unders-
end up with a bullet in the head, but one's a little bit worse somehow. We don't know how or why, but we reckon.
unclear.
I think what has happened here is
Yeah.
that like the bullet going backwards through you means that the wound gets worse with time, but they don't really say that. They just kind of
But
Why
so-
would it?
I don't
so-
understand because like the bullet's going through you, so it's already like healed.
Yeah.
And it's like unhealing rather than hurting you, if that makes sense. Because you've
But-
always been shot.
But with the bullets, they have gone through the Tenet machine, haven't they?
Well, I don't know. I think they just need to be. I don't think they necessarily need to have gone through the Tenet machine. I think it's just that if you were to like pick up something while you're a reverso.
No,
fella.
because Mr. Tenet at the start, he's handling reverso bullets and he's fine.
That's
no,
because of
true.
instinct.
the fella
Yeah.
but the fella. Okay, so my understanding, and it could be wrong. And just
Yeah.
look before you like, because I think it's actually. So I think that so we're all traveling normal in time at the moment.
Forward,
There's
yes.
If there's a
Yes.
forward, and we've got a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a gun, and if we fire it now, it goes forward. Like it's
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
It's just a gun. But then someone walks in backwards through our room, picks up the gun, and shoots it. Oh no!
Can they do that though?
Yeah. Can you have a reverso sandwich? Because a sandwich is a complete thing that you make. You can't backwards make a sandwich.
I think if you
So-
backwards make a sandwich, I think that also your instinct will be that you've had to.
I'm not
it's
making
either-
the sandwich. I'm eating the sandwich.
Yeah, no, but I
but-
think because if you've got a backwards sandwich in your guts, that's the only way to like reverse entropy it, which means that for you could summon the sandwich, I guess, in forward time, but I don't know if you can reverse eat it. You might be able to regurgitate it, though.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So like, because hang on. All right. So starting with forward me. Maybe I have already eaten a sandwich.
The gun sucks in the bullets, but can you shoot them forward again?
I don't know for sure. Let's go through. So
Okay,
you start with
so look,
forward Zamet,
I'm
and
forward.
he's got.
All right, there. Okay,
Hang on.
okay. So there is the room, and there is that glass in the middle. There are
Yes.
currently, I can see there's me being a forwardo, and I can see me on the other side, a reverso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a sandwich
Yeah.
on my side on a table.
Uh-huh.
On the
Uh-huh.
other side, there is an empty plate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
S for
start-
sandwich.
Okay.
E-
I start.
P for empty plate. Okay.
I start eating my sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the forward direction, right?
Uh-huh.
I've ate my sandwich, and in the other side, I see myself, for some reason, a knife and fork, pulling a sandwich out of my mouth, constructing the sandwich on the plate.
Yes.
I then see me start heading towards the Tenet turnstile. Right? I quickly run to the Tenet turnstile, having already ate my sandwich.
It's in your belly.
I go in, he comes out. We turnstile. So now I'm a reverso. I then know what I have to do, which uneat my sandwich. So I have an uneaten sandwich in that
In the
room.
past. The sandwich is in the past.
I then see myself in the future eating a sandwich. So I know that I have to backwards. I then have to grab my uneaten sandwich,
Yeah.
walk backwards outside the door.
The turnstile or the regular door?
No, the regular door, like to the outside world.
So you're still
Go
going
into
backwards?
the other room with my uneaten sandwich.
Yeah.
Place that down,
No,
and
No,
then
he's right.
yeah, and then
because that's the sandwich I've eaten.
Yeah,
And
then
then
you
the
get back
same
to the
sandwich you eat,
turnstile.
and then
That's the
back to-
sandwich you put there in the past.
Yes.
okay. So the great news is
Okay.
you've got an infinite sandwich loop here. Bad news is I think for it to work, you're also stuck in an infinite loop.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
think that's what
That was
what
my goal.
We got an infinite sandwich going. You eat the
It's had-
sandwich. You go into reverso time. You vomit the sandwich up. You take the sandwich in the past to the place.
Yeah.
Then you reverse it back into the place where the sandwich will be. Eat the sandwich.
So when you walk into this room for the first time, you're already going to see yourself backwards leaving.
Yes. Has to.
And
Yo.
great news, you can shoot yourself in the head at that point because apparently the grandfather paradox is fine.
Yeah, and that'll just
Okay.
leave a permanent looping
Loop.
sandwich Zamet
So
going forever.
So we have
Hey.
the end of the world. It's just a man consuming and unconsuming a sandwich. I've made the loop so tiny
Yeah.
that Tenet can't do shit. This is
That
the end of the world.
sucks.
Eat shit, Mr. Protagonist. I fixed your riddle and I'm eating a sandwich.
I'm confused to why you think the world's gonna end now.
Because it's perpetually stuck in this one, like, 10-minute loop.
no, only
No, it's
you
not.
are.
Only you are.
Oh!
That's
The
Tenet,
rest of
baby.
the world continues like normal.
They just decide they
Oh!
can't use this particular turnstile.
Oh no, they still can.
So
It's just
there's
that
me eating a
Working
sandwich,
around
looking very shifty, and everyone being like, "I thought this would stop everything, but it's not. This
No.
sandwich is pretty fucking good." Although I will confess, after the 10th time, I'm kind of sick of this sandwich.
news is
I'm
you-
gonna uneat this sandwich.
Throwing up the sandwich is really the worst bit of this.
Well, you can just like stop at any point as well because you're in control.
Am I though?
Yeah.
Because I see myself doing it, so therefore I have to have already done it.
No, you don't. That's the thing with Tenet. You can, because you still
But
have
Miss-
free will.
but
The
little-
free will comes up in the movie. I just
Yeah.
remembered that.
Yeah, but old
Yeah.
boy sees himself getting shot in the head, or he knows he's going to get shot in the head, and he can't stop that. But
Well,
I
maybe
guess
he
has
can.
to
We don't
keep-
actually see it.
Oh wait, no,
Yeah.
he only goes forward with it because he's like, well, it's to save the world, so I guess getting shot in the head is good. I'm like, well, to not eat this sandwich, I guess I can stop.
Yeah,
look,
like,
I
there's
don't
no
need to eat this
consequences,
sandwich.
yeah.
Yeah. I
You know-
think we figured it out.
Yeah,
Either
and-
way, I've got a delicious perpetual sandwich, I feel.
Yeah. And
Infinite Sanger.
I think the good news here is, and this is a clean thing I can say, so you can edit it out if it's not the case. We have an
Yeah.
MP4 of Jackson drawing this, so we can
Yeah.
release it.
I can save this. I will.
Okay.
All right.
So
Yeah.
I think you've done it.
I think you have an infinite sandwich.
It has to start with me walking in and seeing myself leaving backwards in time and a delicious sandwich already there.
So basically, Zaman, you need to understand, and I think this is the part that you're getting stuck on a little bit. That guy you're seeing is you.
Yeah, I know.
But that guy that you're seeing that is you
Is me
and
in the
you-
future.
No, but you currently
Yeah.
and that other guy
Yeah.
have different free will, so you can break the loop at any time. They're making their decisions, you're making your decisions, even though it's the same guy.
Yeah, you.
And even though the ending of Tenet suggests that maybe you have to get shot in the head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
so
sure-
wait, how all right, so let's say
no.
we've done this through like 20 times and I'm like, man, that sandwich was good, but like I feel I'm done. I've
What
had
if
my
you
fill.
forgot to put an ingredient on it, and then you had
Yeah.
to go.
Would
But that would be the heist. You have like, I gotta
Yeah.
add cheese to this sandwich, but
Well,
the
that-
loop's
well,
so
that-
in the
well,
tight.
past.
Well,
Yeah.
that might be like say the 10th time I'm like, hang on a second. That sandwich had cheese in it. What
Yeah.
happened? And obviously I would have had to have reversoed myself. And as I'm like going
To the shops.
as I'm reversoing and I'm about to like unopen the door, I'm like, wait, to the shops. And I
need to-
reverso and steal
If you
some.
put forward entropy cheese on a backward entropy sandwich, what happens?
Oh yeah, because before I wasn't making the sandwich, I was just putting the sandwich there. But if I'm making it would have to be
So-
like, surely it would be like, wait a second, there's cheese in this sandwich. How that happened? And I'd open up my jacket pocket and there'd be a delicious craft singles there. And I'd be like, I know what's happened. Reverso me has robbed or unrobbed a store, chucked that craft single. So when I went in the Tenet machine, the craft single was there, and it was always there. And then I can put that in my cheese sandwich and have cheese on it now, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think because when you first see this might fuck the cheese theory up as well.
Yeah.
Because when you see the bullets backwards first,
Yeah.
they're in a cutout piece of wall,
Yes.
which to me suggests that that wall is also backwards entropied because it got shot
In the past.
in the past. So I guess when you're chucking the cheese in the sandwich, either the cheese becomes backwards itself,
Yeah.
or the cheese.
No, because what's going to happen is if I Reverso me has gotten me like clever, put that cheese in my pocket and then
Yeah.
gone through the Tenet machine that's now forward, so therefore it has forward momentum. As a forward boy, I lift up the lift up the sandwich and chuck in a slice of delicious
But
craft
is that
single.
not reverso cheese? That's reverso
No,
cheese
because-
putting in a forwardo sandwich.
because I went through the Tenet machine and now it's not Reverso, it's Tenet.
Oh no, yeah, but if no, but then how do they get
I put it
backward
through the
things in-
machine.
How do they get reverso bullets into a forwardo world? If taking them through the machine stops them being reverso bullets.
Hey, here's another layer that we haven't even touched on yet. In a forwardo world, they're selling reverso bullets. What happens when you buy a reverso bullet
Well,
since it's then already in a wall?
You already you already bought them because
No, so you've bought it. So you're just like walking normally. I'm doing the action. I'm going for a forward walk. And you're like, hello. One thing of reverso bullets, please. I'm still walking.
Yeah.
We're having a
guy's running
walking
away from
conversation.
you.
It's direct. It's now written by Aaron Sorkin. It's a whole different thing. We're
Oh,
always
there's a scene. There's
we're
a
walking.
scene
We're
in
buying reverso bullets. It's good. Yeah, we're
There's
walking.
there's
We're
a
walking.
scene-
We're buying reverso bullets. Okay, yeah, we're
There's a
here.
scene in Tenet where they're having a very serious conversation and they're walking. So maybe this is just a reference to that. And then at one
Sure.
point, the protagonist is like, Jesus Christ, and says that way too loud. It was very funny to me. Anyway,
Yeah.
Yep,
I'm like,
walking.
one packet of reverso bullets, and they're like, yeah,
Here you
sweet,
go.
$20.
Here's your baggie of
And then, like-
reverso bullets.
But then,
Thank you,
and then
thank you.
I stop because I'm
Yeah.
like, wait, But if they're reverso bullets, then they're gonna like unshoot into this gun that I guess you just gave me. So
You
are
can't
just telling
load
me-
a reverso bullet. You're
Are
selling
you-
someone the idea of a bullet.
So you're like, hey,
No,
can
but
I have 10
protagonist-
reverso bullets? They're like, yes.
No,
It's happened.
no, because the reverso bullets haven't been shot yet, necessarily.
Yep,
Because
see-
protagonist can pick it up from the ground by instinct.
Yeah, no, so
they're
the
just
cell-
bullets
the
going
s-
backwards. So
No,
if
'cause
you've
he-
already shot the bullet,
No,
This-
because
You've
he's
shot a
thrown
reverso
them. He's
bullet.
already thrown them in reverse because of instinct.
So
if
you're buying
shot a
instinct.
reverso. You can't shoot a reverso bullet, but you can unshoot a reverso bullet back into your gun.
Yeah. So I guess when you buy
You said
reverso
yes
bullets,
to readily. I don't think you really believe what I just said.
I guess what happens is when you buy reverso bullets, you're actually buying an empty gun.
Yeah.
No, but he's
then-
not, because he's not, because the scientist lady shows him a bullet and he's like, this is a reverso bullet. So
Oh,
it is
that's
a
right,
bullet.
and he unpicks
He moves
it
it
up.
around with his hand, he unpicks it up. So you do
Or-
buy
or-
a bullet.
Unpicks it up, but we did the gesture of picking up. Undrops it, I think, is what we meant.
Yeah.
But unpicks it up is good.
Yeah. He
He undrops
undrops
it.
it, so it sucks back into his hand, and
Mm.
then doesn't he fire it? No.
So if-
then he puts it in his gun, and then he looks at a wall, and it unsucks up holes.
But is it just a casing? Is the bullet part in the wall, and he's putting the casing in the gun? In which case, then are they just selling you empty casings? And in which case, is the sandwich you're buying simply just an empty plate?
No,
Well,
but
yeah, because when I walk in as a forwardo and I see on the other side an empty plate, and then I see myself
yeah, no,
uneat
that's
it, then
true.
yes.
yeah,
But what
you-
I'm saying is, how do I break the loop? What happens to the world?
Oh, no, nothing happens to the world. Because
the
But I've
world-
seen myself uneat a sandwich. So what if I don't eat the sandwich? What happens?
So there's a very, very, very brief moment in Tenet where a mirror unbreaks, and it's
Yeah.
because he did something different. And it's very easy to miss. It's in the reverse car chase, Mr. Bean thing. Another thing
Yeah.
Jackson said that I've now just said and made it seem like it was my idea. Uh,
yeah,
the
you
car,
can change it up.
The
It's just
side
that-
mirror unbreaks because he does something slightly different. So the same thing would happen. You would not eat the sandwich, and then you'd look over, and the sandwich would still be there.
Yes, yeah.
So I
feel
wouldn't
like
eat a sandwich, and I'd look over, and there'd be an empty plate, but it would be crumbs, or there'd be no crumbs, and I guess my reverse face going like,
Okay.
"Oh,
Jackson
Yeah.
stopped sharing his screen with us and then immediately opened it again.
Well,
See,
I
it's
was-
something
I-
that's triggered him.
I feel like I need. There we go. I need to do a new diagram for
Oh.
timelines because I don't get it anymore. I've become confused. So
okay." So
Zamet
it's
is
very
on.
simple. A forward me goes into a room, and there is a sandwich that's on a table, and
Yeah.
there's me walking backwards through the machine.
This is Zamet forward,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
this is Zamet backwards, right?
Yeah.
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 So you've
Okay.
gone the opposite. You've gone the opposite of the movie where you've given forward Zamet blue and
Yeah.
backward Zamet red. I like that. A subtle
Yeah.
Good.
touch.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
So I see myself leaving the room, and I'm like, oh, okay. And so then I look over, and there's me
yeah.
eating.
Wait, hang on. I should do it like this.
What are you
And there's-
doing?
Hang on.
and there's me eating
it
a
backward.
sandwich. Yeah.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. end.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get
And
that.
there's
So
me
you're
eating
going
sandwich.
forward. I get
And so
that.
I'm like,
At this-
I know what I got to do. I got to
Yeah.
eat the sandwich. So
no, so
I ate the
at this point in the
sandwich.
timeline,
Yeah.
you eat the sandwich.
yeah, I
Okay.
eat the sandwich.
Yep.
Okay. And at this point in the timeline,
You
I'm
uneat
I'm
some.
uneating the
uneat
sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I go into the Tenet machine. I go reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I then sit down and I uneat the sandwich.
Uh-huh.
I look over and I see myself eating a sandwich.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
I then-
what happens if you're doing this? You loop
Yep.
8 times. 9th time, you don't eat the sandwich.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, it is a loop, but I can break it any time because it's a new loop.
Yes.
Because then I see myself not eat the sandwich, so I'm like, aha.
Yes, that's
Two
right.
different guys. Yes.
Then I go backwards in time and like go outside the garage door and into the other.
Yeah.
I'm like, aha, I know what
There's
to do this
nothing
time.
to see because you've not eaten the sandwich because it's not a loop. It's just you doing the same thing again and again and again. It's not a loop like a loop's a loop. It's just a repetitive action.
It's just a repetitive action of me enjoying a sandwich by the 10th time being like, oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah. I don't have to eat this sandwich forever now.
It's not an infinite sandwich. It's just a sandwich as many times as you want it.
Which is pretty good way of using backwards time. May I just say. Okay.
Yeah, because often we chase that high. We have a meal and we're like, that was a great meal. I wish I could eat it again. But no one wants to eat the same meal forever. And Joel Zammett, using Tenet, you've finally figured out you can have it as many times as you want and you can stop anytime.
Yep.
Yes.
And that perfect, again, because if I have the perfect sandwich, I have that perfect sandwich, let's say 10 times, I'm pretty sated with that sandwich. Because there's sometimes like, that meal was so good, I wish I had it again. And now I can and did. And then I could stop at any time I wanted to. Which
and also
shows growth.
You're also eating the same sandwich 10 times and not needing to shit once.
Yeah, that's true. Because you uneat it and you get it out of you.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Now, can I now forward this? Like, put forward an idea, a concept, maybe. What about?
I'm legitimately frightened.
What about the perfect date? How can I relive the perfect date if I include some? Is this the two of us going back and forth?
Surely it'd be the same. It's just that instead of eat sandwich, it's have date.
Have a
instead
date.
of uneat sandwich, it's
undate.
Unhave date. You know?
And it just means that unfortunately with the date, because unless you're dating in that warehouse you're in, you
can't go out.
Well, no, I don't think you can repeat the date because what would happen is you'd have the
you'd
date.
have to take them with you.
You'd go through the Tenet machine. And you'd go reverse in time, and then you'd have to somehow quickly go somewhere to go forward in time. But then you would see yourself having the date, and you'd be like, "Wait!"
Yeah, no, Zammit's right.
You can have a double date with yourself, which is fine.
You can have a double date where you are going backwards and the date's going forward.
Well, yeah, no. I mean, yes, you can happily do that, but you could go backwards in time for like a day before. Right, or even like an hour before, and then go back into, and then go through the Tenet machine. So now that there's two versions of you and your date going forward in time, and then you could both sit down and enjoy a double date.
How far back in the past is the past?
A minute. What? Literally a second. What?
Well, because protagonist goes back 2 weeks when he goes through the turnstile, right?
Well, no, he has to live through that. So if he goes through that. He's got to wait. He's got to live those 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're living in that truck, remember?
Will the sandwich go off is my question.
No. It's not a set 2 weeks. He only does that because the events he needs to stop are 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
So this is happening at the same time, seconds apart.
Yeah. It's happening, in the same time, yeah.
Okay.
Because if I sat down and waited 2 weeks...
Yeah.
It's...
Yeah.
Oh, no. Oh, no, maybe we fucked this. No.
Because... How far back is it back?
No, so Zammett just needs to make sure he gives it enough time that he... No, actually, no, it doesn't matter. Because, Zammett's watching himself uneat a sandwich and then step into the Tenet machine. Yeah. And as he does that, he steps into the other Tenet machine. Yeah. It's the same thing they do in the movie, actually. They time it so that they jump into the machine just as the other people jump into the machine.
Yeah.
So, like, they're...
Oh, okay, so they're...
Syncing up.
Yeah, you're syncing up so that there's not two fellas. There's not two versions of you because it's dangerous to touch each other or whatever.
Yeah, but I could, in theory, have
one time just leg it and see yourself uneat the sandwich. Yes,
but no, but in theory, I could have a double date with myself and my partner.
Yes, but you wouldn't be able to relive that date because you're creating another version of you when you go back.
We would have the memory of us having a lovely date by ourselves, and then we would have the memory of being ruined by our past selves or our future selves, depending.
Well, no. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't regain memories.
Wait a second.
Sorry, you wouldn't.
Hang on a second. So if I have a date, okay.
No. We were safe. We were home free.
Because if I have a date, would I already have experienced having a double date with myself and my partner?
No.
Okay. Why not?
So because this is the thing. Because in Tenet, they're like, free will is still a thing. Every version of you, even though it's the same guy, has different free will, and therefore at any point you can break the timeline. And it's why the grandfather paradox is like, you can blow up the past and not affect the future. Allegedly. The movie also says maybe that's not true. But like Robert Pattinson no. So basically, like, you go on a date, you love that date, you then travel back in time. You would have memories of going on the date, and then you'd have memories of you being you third wheeling your own date.
Yeah.
But that version of you would have never had. So the version of the you whose date you're wrecking will just have the memory of what started as a nice date, and then you rocking up in
and I myself rocked up.
Yeah.
Because but if I have a lovely date with my partner and that was lovely, let's do it again, or like that was lovely, I guess the impotence of doing it again wouldn't cross my mind because we haven't experienced that, I guess. But if I'm having the date and I'm like, oh, there is us again, but like 20 minutes from now, I guess this was a really good date, and now we want to, now they're coming over. What
if you set up the date like this? So this is the window.
Well, let's
and you
talk
have
about
half.
Let's talk about let's talk about a complication that this is not like an instant thing that would happen, but you could, in this theory, using your date and wrecking your own date theory, accidentally cause a child to be unborn. Because in one time, so Zamet has a lovely date with his partner. They fall in love. And then, Zamet has a lovely date with his partner. He goes back in time, tries to have a double date with himself. It goes terribly. But then goes back to his normal life, becomes a forwardo again. But that's him from his timeline.
Yeah.
And then him and his partner are like, that was really funny and nice. And they keep having dates. They get engaged and then get married, then have sex for the first time as the Lord intended, have a child. I never have sex for fun, only have sex to procreate.
Exactly. One nut, one kid. That's the policy.
Yeah, exactly.
Have a child, raise a child, kid does shit, whatever.
Yep.
Kid is just a kid. But in the other version, like the timeline you went back to, that double date, so that double date, you wreck the chemistry between you and your partner by just rocking up because they're like, wow, this is actually really fucked. They don't.
One I could handle. Two, no thank you. I like that initially. I was like, me and my partner go back, but now I'm like, nah, just me.
It's just you.
Well, it doesn't matter. You and your partner, or just you. Either way, you rock up.
Yeah.
And then, like, your actions cause them to not go on a second date. So, therefore, that kid is never born. So, you have a kid, but then your other timeline doesn't.
No, but wouldn't that remove the kid from the main timeline?
I don't know, because everyone has
because it's the same timeline.
Yeah, it's the same timeline. There is no parallels.
Like, it's not two timelines. It's the same one. You're just in it twice.
Yeah, there's no...
Let's go back to the movie again for a second, because this exact thing kind of happens, but in reverse. Rather than a child being born, a man is killed.
Yes.
He's only killed in one version.
Which one?
The end one.
He's killed in both.
What man?
The Russian man.
He's killed
in
both.
Guy. Is he killed in both?
He's killed in all timelines, right? Because then there would be a timeline
where
one
timeline.
At the start of the movie, lady whose name I forget, Elizabeth Debicki. That's the actress's name, I'm pretty sure. She sees who she describes as a beautiful lady jumping off a boat and swimming away.
Yeah, with herself,
which was herself killing her husband.
No, she just sees him jump. Her husband died from like her future, because it's a future husband that came back. He was a reverso, then I guess hopped into a forward bit. So it's like him from the future is coming back to the past because he wants to relive that moment, because that's when he wants to kill himself.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because the actual version of him is doing something else.
Yeah, he gets shot by Elizabeth, and then the driver, who I don't know if they named, tugboats his body around.
Away so that no one sees.
No one knows that he's
maybe
dead.
The kid never exists.
Well,
the kid always exists.
because he's...
No, but then the double date always happens.
So the double date always had to happen, which is what I'm saying. So if I have a date and then I see me and my wonderful partner rock up. I'm like, oh, I know what's happened. We get a Tenet machine. So this date must have been sick. And then like a third person, like a third couple come up, which are also, I'm like, oh, I guess we just kept doing it. But it had to have happened. There had to have been no original date where it was just me and my partner. It always had to have been gate crash for like the future me and my partner, right? It always had to happen, which was why there was always a reservation for 4.
And that also means that's why the sandwich is different, because the sandwich you're just eating however many times you end up eating it, that was always the same amount of times you ate it.
Yes.
Yeah. You're always going to eat.
I was going to eat it 10 times, get a bit bored, go on a cheese heist.
Yeah.
And have it for the 11th time and be like, I think I'm done now.
So
I think we figured it out.
I think the best use of Tenet may in fact be eating a sandwich 10 times.
Yeah, I think you might be on the money there.
Because that means that's because I didn't.
And on that note, I've been sated.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone who hasn't seen Tenet, we do a better job of explaining it than the movie does. I want you all to just drop some had to do it to him hands, say Tenet, and then know that you're actually recreating a scene from the film.
Yeah. Please don't get it twisted and think Tenet is clever because of this episode. It's actually exceedingly stupid. And that's why this happened.
I might go make a sandwich.
Hey, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. And for more baffling diagrams, check out sanspantsradio.com.